So I wanted to address a question that somebody just asked me on Instagram, because I think it was a really good question, and I wanted to give you guys a chance to hear my response. I had posted something about algorithmic tyranny and about how algorithms promote, engagement bait over truth. And somebody asked me, should we just ignore it? Should we just ignore the bait that's posted? And my response was that in some cases, yes. If it is obviously machine-generated content, if it's, spam that is not really going to fool anybody, then yeah, generally the best tactic is just to ignore it. You're really just going to draw more attention to it if you engage with it. And it's probably not going to influence anybody if it's that, obviously machine-produced or spam, whatever. But that's also not really the type of content that I'm most concerned about. The type of content that I'm really concerned about is the type of content that we don't even recognize as bait, that we don't even think about ignoring because we don't even see that it's bait. And that really is the essence of what I'm talking about when I talk about algorithmic tyranny. So this is when we see content online that's served up to us in our feed through an algorithm that looks like something we want to read, that looks like something interesting, that looks like something that's maybe related to a topic we were just searching an hour ago on Google, or that hits at some emotion that makes us all of a sudden feel angry or fearful or have some sense of outrage at some injustice and feel like we need to do something right away. When that happens, our brains actually switch the way we process information. So instead of processing information in our normal, rational, logical way, a more slow, methodical way, our brain switches to a different system of information processing where we are using shortcuts called heuristics. Those are like cognitive biases. It's the type of thinking and the type of information processing that we used, back in the day when we were hunter-gatherers and we had to run away from big animals chasing us. And it's still the kind of information processing that we use if, for example, if you're about to get hit by a car and you need to jump out of the way and think very, very, very quickly. You don't go through a logical, rational process of how to jump out of the way of a car. However, we do need to go through that logical, rational process when we're assessing information online. And the problem is with the way that algorithms are promoting information and the content that they're promoting, that it is literally hacking your brain. So it is switching from that system of slow, methodical, rational thought to that instinctual, emotion-based, primal thought. And I really can't think of a clearer example of tyranny than losing the ability to control how you perceive your own reality. And so that's why I call it algorithmic tyranny. I hope that answers your question. If not, or if you have more questions, please shoot them at me. I'm always happy to answer questions in writing or on video. Thanks, guys.